Hi, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope that all is well with you. So God gave me this word, and it is very, it's very serious. So the topic of this, it is about the children. So the topic of this is keep this stuff away from your children. And God is being very specific about, if you're a smoker, you smoke cigarettes, you smoke weed, or anything else, or you drink, or if you take any type of prescription medications, and sometimes like over-the-counter medication, God is saying to stop leaving these things around to where it is easy access for your children to get. Mind you, some of you may have children that are old enough to where they can just go and put it up, or they put it up for you type of thing. But God is saying stop allowing them to do that. If it's your stuff, you put it up. You don't give them that responsibility anymore of putting up your stuff. So to keep you safe and to keep them safe, God is saying, put your own stuff up and make sure you keep an eye on things, and just watch your children. And as we get into the message, it will become more clear of, what God is saying. So with some of you guys, you have children that are around the age 12 to 13. So nowadays, kids are being exposed to drugs very early. At such a early age that it is, unthinkable. And we're not thinking about kids being this young, being or introducing themselves into any type of drugs or alcohol. So God is saying that these kids are into drugs. They have been introduced to it in some type of way. And I also feel in my spirit, it's one or maybe couple that they're maybe 9 years old, and they probably have been introduced to it and they're actually doing it. But God is saying that the reason why you can't see what they're doing, Jesus, is because they are hiding the drugs or whatever it is. They're hiding it in their toys because they know that you're not going to mess with their toys, if that makes sense. So they're hiding it somewhere that you would not look. Let me see. Their toys and have them hidden in the toys so you as a parent won't find it. Also, some are hiding it behind the pillow, and this is in reference to, it may be girls that you have. They could be secretive and they're hiding things behind their pillow, knowing that you're not going to look there. Look in the dressers and everything. Some are wondering why their children are acting so strange and out of character and out of like a certain behavior that they normally have. It is because they are high or under the influence of something. This is not for special needs kids, this is for the ones that are deemed medically fine, like normal, everyday, great health type of kids is what God is talking about. So right now, God is saying go through their phone, do stuff with your children, change things up that you would not normally do with them, to see where it is that these things are coming from. And these kids, your children that you have been having outbursts from them, erratic behavior, and it just seems like things keep getting worse. And this is going to be one indicator that you're going to know, and this video is for you, is because your child has been like, they're very withdrawn. They will sit on the couch and they will be on the phone. And granted, all kids do that, but it's a shift in what you've seen them do. They're going to be very distant from people, and they're always on the phone, or they're always in a corner kind of by themselves in their own little world, and they just don't want to be bothered, and they're always agitated or aggravated when you talk to them or when you want them to do something. And it's just like they always just don't want to be bothered. And I know this is typical teenage behavior, but for the ones that know this is for you, you're going to know that your child was not like that. You're going to know that your child, the questions that you have in your head will be answered once you see this video. So for whoever it's for. So continue to watch your children, and most importantly, keep your prescription medications up. Alcohol, and stop leaving your kids to clean up things that only adults should be touching. If they're not 18 or older, they should not be touching it. And it's for a security reason and for a security purpose, because some parents leave things out, in ashtrays, or leaving alcohol around, thinking, oh, they're not going to touch that. They're not going to do this. They know better. But behind the scenes, some kids are actually indulging in the things that you leave around, and the things that you are telling them to pick up. So it's like, okay, if you leave some, weed in a ashtray, a little roach or whatever, and you're telling, your child to clean up, to pick up, they're like, okay, so if I keep these, and then later when mom or dad or auntie, uncle, whoever's not here, I can go and smoke them, because they're not going to miss them anyway, and they won't even know what I'm doing, because in their mind, they're saying for me to throw them away. But if I don't throw them away and I keep them, then I can go smoke them, because they won't miss them anyway. Or if you're having a child to pick up alcohol bottles, beer or whatever it is, and have them go and pour it out, all they need to do is wait for you not to be there, or they can pour it in a cup, or they can drink the rest really quick and go throw the bottle in the trash. So you're not paying attention to them 24/7. Having kids and being a parent, you cannot watch your kids 24/7. You cannot keep tabs on every single little thing that they're doing. But what you can do is eliminate certain things. So if it is grown-up type stuff, be more active in picking up your own stuff, even if the child is 16, because I'm seeing the number 16, where a lot of kids get under the radar because they're doing everything the parent wants them to do. Like the parent makes them the younger parent when they're not there. So the child is literally like doing everything that the parent would normally do, but then they're doing everything that they want to do behind the scenes, if that makes sense. So be careful, watch your kids, and in this time, in this season, just observe your children. And this is for the ones that have been having such problems with your children, and even the ones that have been having outbursts in behavior and suicidal thoughts, and just been acting really just out of it type of thing. With the suicidal thing, their thoughts have been crazy, their mind, and sometimes they do weird stuff, and they play with weird things. Like they play with like they do stuff they're not supposed to, like lighting things on fire or cutting people's hair, like that type of outrageous behavior, that seems impulsive, that they know they're not supposed to be doing, and that they know they're not supposed to be doing it, and you're just like, why are you doing that? And when you confront them, they're just kind of like a nonchalant, more irritated at you because you said something type of thing. So God is saying, for whoever this is for, you will understand and you will know, and most importantly, go and seek help for your child. And the reason why, the help that you've been trying to give to them as a parent has not been working, the disciplining, the this, the that, whatever you have done, God is showing me you have done quite a few things and it's not been working. Like, it seemed like it'll get better, then they'll start acting up again. The reason why it's not working, because the kids are being introduced to some type of drug. And the drug I'm talking about, it's not just prescription drugs. It's drugs as in, like, of course it could be weed, but it's cocaine, crack cocaine, prescription pills, medication. And it's also like, it's these little blue things. They're, it's like ecstasy that these kids are being introduced to. And this is why they're having such crazy behavior, crazy thoughts, crazy, just, God is saying this is what's wrong with them. And there's nothing that you can do to help them, as in, disciplining them. You can't beat it out of them. It's only so many whoopings and types of discipline you can do for a child before you need to seek professional help. And when you go